guys! I'm gonna wait a couple minutes to see if anybody wants to know how I make my yogurt parfait. Oh, Sarah, I forgot to take out the yogurt. Take out the yogurt. I was busy cutting all the ingredients. So it's actually really quick and not that all time consuming, but I actually like to take more time because I find it very therapeutic. Like when I'm making this parfait and at the end it looks great, it tastes so much more yummier, you know. It's like delicious because I put so much work into it. So you can use any yogurt you want. My favorite here is Chobani. So it comes in lots of different flavors, and I personally like the regular plain Greek yogurt. It's French vanilla, but you guys can choose whatever you want. So you're going to need your yogurt, and you're going to need some preserves. This one here is cherry preserves. I also have here raspberry preserves, which I used this morning. I'm a raspberry freak. For those of you that do not know me, I can never have enough. You're going to need some ground cinnamon, and for those of you that want to add a little extra unhealthiness to it, you can have some cocoa powder. I like dark chocolate. And then I have my strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries because the store was out of my raspberries. And last but not least, I use banana nut crunch granola. But you can use any of the 1 million types of granolas that they have out there. Oh, excuse me, I'm wearing my glasses today because I've had an eye migraine for like ever, and I'm currently on eye steroids, so I can't wear my lovely contacts. So you'll have to take this look. Okay, so let's get started. So this is just an average Sunday, and I don't know why I decided to do this. You guys like my post, so I said here you go. So first thing is, I like this size cup. I feel like it's a good size serving. I have bigger glasses, if I can reach them. Hold on. When your guests come over, it's nicer to make it in something like this. But just for the house, something like this, like plastic container is absolutely fine. So you want to have a couple of spoons, so you don't have to keep rinsing them. Usually I rinse, but for the sake of the video, I'll just use different spoons. And first what you want to do is a layer of your yogurt parfait. So you take some yogurt and just put a little layer on the bottom. Try not to touch the sides of the container if you can, but if it does, it's okay. Just for presentation. Cap it down a little bit. Voila, you have your first layer. Not that difficult. Alright, I'm gonna go for the raspberry preserves. Here's what they look like. It tastes a lot better than jam, but if you don't have preserves, you can go ahead and use your jam or jelly or whatever you prefer. If it was my daughter, she would use Nutella, since we all know how healthy that is. So yeah, I'm putting in another layer, and when you put in your second layer, you just want to kind of bring it towards the edges so you can see it. I mean, especially if you're making it for somebody else, like a guest or a party, try to bring it towards the edge because it looks really nice when you get all the layers done. And then I try not to tap the preserve layer. So there's your second layer. Don't want to do too much of that because it gets very sweet. Then I drop in a few blueberries. Not much, just a little bit. You can drop in whatever you want. Sometimes I feel like putting in like some mango slices, and I just get all like crazy on it and just put whatever I want. Any fruits will taste good. So I'm taking a couple of the thicker size of the granola right here, and I'm just going to sprinkle them on so that you get the crunchiness all throughout, not just the top. See, we're halfway there. So we have the yogurt, the preserves, the blueberries, your fruits, which whenever you prefer, and then your granola. We're gonna do another layer of the yogurt. The best part is at the end, but this is good too. Okay. So there's another layer of the yogurt. Since I already had one this morning, I'll have my hubby eat this one. Oh, so I did accidentally touch the side a little bit, so I'm just gonna wipe that. Just because I'm a tad bit of a perfectionist. So let me just wipe that. There we go. All right. Okay, so I'm going to add the preserves again, and you know, if you really want to get like all dangerous or whatever, you can actually add in the cherry preserves since you already have one layer of the raspberry preserves. But I'm just gonna stick with the raspberry. Okay. So like I said, what you want to do is try to spread it out. As much as you can. I guess it helps if you have a smaller spoon. If you're a little bit more delicate. I'm hardly delicate with anything except my makeup application, so this takes tender love and care. Okay, and then after this layer, you don't have to add the fruits again. What you're gonna do is top it off with a final layer of yogurt, because that's when you're gonna add in all your toppings. And that way you get the double layer look of the preserves. And once it starts settling in, it looks really nice. So I'm just kind of smoothing out the yogurt on the top. I'll tip it over a little bit to show you, or I'll have to pick up my phone. It's sort of klutzy. If I tip it over, I might just drop the whole thing. Okay. So, yeah. And, oh, disclaimer on the background noise. My kids are watching Swan Princess. Okay, so here's my favorite part. You take your fruits. I'm going to take the one I want to put in the center, which is this lovely blackberry, and just center it right in the middle. Kind of dip it down a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take my blueberries and make a little circle around the blackberry. I don't know if you guys can see this. Zara, can you tip it over a little bit so they can see what I'm doing? There we go. So if you guys can see, I just put like 5 blueberries around the raspberry, and then I had cut up some strawberries when I had decided to go live recently. So I'm just going to layer them. So this is the creative part, like, you know, you could just throw everything, you can decorate it really nicely, or you could not. It's totally up to you. But it's nice to have that extra flavor. And then I will take my granolas right there. So try not to shake the phone too much, babe. Just kind of like sprinkle them around. I like to take the smaller pieces so it's not too crunchy. Just kind of like decorate them. Actually, I like it better crunchier, but if you're not a granola fan, you can just totally skip this step. Okay, so for the next step, you can see where we are so far, right there. Oh, sorry guys, that's my kids watching TV. Okay, so yeah, basically, so we're almost done, but the next step here is your choice. I like to put honey and cinnamon. I swirl a little bit of the honey, and then I sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. But like I said, if some of you want, you can sprinkle honey and then a little bit of dark chocolate cocoa. Okay. Yes, it is very healthy and it is very yummy. You'll have to try it. So the best way to pour the honey without wasting a lot of honey is I take like a knife, butter knife, children one, and you just take a little bit, swipe it off, hold up the container and let it drip down. And once it touches it, I just start going in swirls. And if you want more, you can always have another dip. I like the consistency of the honey, and I like how it brings all the granolas and the fruit together. And honey is such a good thing for you anyway. It's like an anecdote for like everything. There we go. And toast that in the sink.
Oh.
Alright, so now I'm gonna add my cinnamon. I like a lot of cinnamon, but for those of you that don't, I guess like I said, you can use anything else. Just a little bit. And the last and final piece that you need is a very empty, yummy, delicious, waiting for like a yummy tummy. That's what you need. So I'm gonna have my husband eat this. Let me show it to you guys. Hold on. I don't want to drop my phone while I do this. Wait, no. See? There you go. So you can see the honey over the raspberry and the granola. And you can see the layers that we made as well. So it's really not all that bad. I mean, I was explaining it to you, so it took a little bit longer. But if I wasn't, and if I was just making it, it's usually about like 5 minutes. So if you have 5 minutes in the morning, here's a healthy breakfast for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this unpredicted impromptu live video. I don't know why I did this, but if any of you learn how to make this and you like it and you think it's yummy, post it and let me know. Oh wow, Hoor, she just said I'm looking prettier than the yogurt parfait. Well, thank you. I would hope I look better than yogurt. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so this is it. If you guys want to know how to cook anything else, just let me know. I love doing this stuff, so I just do it. Alright, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of my Sunday with my family, and I will see you guys next time.